Next, that's framework.
Free speech is only free. Offensive speech is protected.
Okay, that's framework. That's basically an observation.
Carrying, okay, it's not. Okay, caring about physical safety doesn't mean that policies that shield the data.
What? Say it again, please.
Caring about physical safety doesn't mean that policies that shield the data.
Okay, so that's going to be. I want you to re-tag that. I want you to tag it as currently universities misrepresent speech restrictions as safety protocols. Well, you call that. Go ahead. Call that condition one. What's next?
Oh, it's preferred mechanism arguments and
I'll actually put that in framework.
race being involved.
Race K thing. I felt this in a brief.
Okay. Next is violating freedom of speech leads to violations of freedom of thought.
Okay, let's make that contention. Make that contention one, and push the other contention one down. Yeah. Make it contention two.
Mm-hmm.
How long is the neg speech?
7.
How long is the app speech?
6.
I completely forgot the layout.
Are you ready?
Next one is there are two traditions of judicial interpretation regarding constitutional expression.
Again?
There are two traditions of judicial interpretation regarding constitutional and mental expression.
Okay, I want you to rewrite that tag to say prefer. And then what are the two interpretations again? Who are the justices? Which we want them to prefer Blackman's interpretation or what? Which one? Read the card for me.
From this point of view, exemplified by Justices Black and Douglas, the only relevant distinction is that between speech and conduct of community. self-evidently a matter of expression of ideas opposed to conduct. And is the only remaining question in rhetorical, what does the Constitution permit a line to be drawn between a good idea?
Okay. So what's the second one?
The second one,
Who are the two? What? There are two different schools of thought there. What are the two schools of thought? The first is it says that the only distinction is between content and conduct. The second says what? Fine. The second says what?
That's what it says.
I'll look at the card myself. Read all the parts of the card, not just the part that's for your side, okay?
Other critics, however, have refused to be blocked by rhetorical questions. This would limit the freedom of speech only to the extent defined by careful balancing with other values, tradition exemplified by Justices Frank Brewer and Carlin. Demand strenuous examination of the concept of community.
Okay, so what you're going to say is you prefer the first school of thought. You prefer the one that distinguishes between content and conduct, or between expression and conduct, okay? Prefer, who are the judges who were responsible for the first one? Okay, prefer the interpretation of Justices Black and Douglas.
So, which one would that be? Would that be contingent or shall have contingent?
That is make it contention 2 and push the other contention 2 down.
You know, this argument about violating freedom of speech leads to violations of freedom of thought. How does that even work? Like, wouldn't they still be able to think all the terrible things they think? Yeah.
Well, what it means is that when you say violations of freedom of speech mean violations of freedom of thought, you're telling somebody that if they're going to be honest with themselves, like if they're going to speak honestly, that they need to believe what you tell them to believe. So let's say.
So we're telling them to just really think that Black people are inferior to white people. Like,
Well, it works like this. If I have a position that says race is not a real thing, a good example to use. If I argue that race is not real, some individuals may use that statement to call my position racist, because I'm, after all, telling people who self-identify as a given race that they have no race. They're lying to themselves. But that may be, if that position is shut down, is not an acceptable position to advocate on grounds that it's ontologically violent, then I am being told that I either have to lie when asked directly, refuse to answer, or change my thinking. So fundamentally, it becomes a policing of thought, because when asked to express on the subject, you either have to lie or get in trouble or change the way you think to be in conformity with the standard status quo.
Okay.
that's not a bad thing if you're talking about racism and sexism.
What's not a bad thing?
It would
The
be
fact that they're not gonna, they have to change their thinking.
But what about my point? Is that
Race is not real.
what if I make my point? Race is not a real thing.
Oh, we're not. Oh wait, never mind.
Okay.
This is the problem, is that who gets to decide which point about race is racist and which point about race is good racist?
I mean, You decide what you think yourself.
Okay, but somebody's going to make a rule that says, well, it's like what happened to Not Host Mark in Arizona. He got in trouble in his college class because he had a contrary position to the professors. And that's not acceptable. I know, I helped him. I helped him be more of a pain in the ass.
Okay, the right academic
How would you
discourse
refute this
not
argument? Like,
How would I refute what argument?
this violation of freedom of thought.
Okay, how do you refute it?
Yeah.
You say, no. Obviously, it doesn't lead to violation of the freedom of thought because there's no way to actually, do we have class tomorrow? Yeah. There's no way to actually police thought. So, for example, we can't read your mind. There's no way to police your thoughts. Therefore, you have free, inherent and unavoidable. Say that, first of all. Second of all, say that.
Would you like me to continue?
Yeah, you can continue with her, but go. You figure it out.
Okay.
Figure it out. You also want to say something like this. There are not enough hours of conscious attention for any human being to even begin to learn all the things there are to learn in life. It is a presumption and imposition of the worst sort for somebody to use some of your attention, learning attention hours, to fill them with bad, hateful ideas. Okay, so basically, you say, just as it's not okay for just okay. Let's say I live somewhere where it's snowy. I've got snow all over my driveway. I've got to shovel my driveway to get my car out of the driveway. I've got to shovel the snow. Now my neighbor's already shoveled his driveway, and he's gotten his car. He's about ready to get his car out. When I'm shoveling snow, that's great, but I can't shovel it onto his now clean driveway. If I do that, then I'm causing a problem that's not okay. Shoveling my own driveway is fine, not if I shovel the snow onto his driveway. Same thing here. You're saying we're in this environment to direct our conscious learning attention towards learning specific things. And somebody who's expressing racist or pointless discourse in a classroom setting, for example, even if it's not bad, but it's just pointless. It's just like in the middle class, they're talking about this theorem, and I raise my hand and they go, yes, Eric. Did you guys see the TV show the other night about blah, 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 blah? Like, that should be shut down. Why? Because it's unfairly stealing learning hours from everybody else in the room. It's not hateful. It should still be restricted. So that's how you answer that. Oh, that's not going to see. We have to wait for them to finish that case. Hurry up. You help them finish that. Put that thing together.
I'm almost done. I'm on the left.
Okay, fine. Then you go to the restroom. I'm going to go cigarette. We'll all come back. And we'll...
No, Evelyn. There's still extensions. Husband. Okay.
Dude, this Jolie girl, dude, I was freaking giving her my account to do my streaks, and now she won't give me her account. I forgot.
Can you help?
Why is that like not even highlighted at all? No joke.
Strauss highlighted. Okay.
You highlighted. Oh my god, I'm good.
No, can you help me with extensions?
If you're bad.
Okay, prevent political protest.
TBH, you're actually kind of bad.
Okay.
Whoa! Oh my lord, I look so cool. Break ice with corn? Wow, I'm breaking that. Oh yeah, she does go to school. I saw her at the lunch line when she was talking with her non-existent friends. Ah!
What?
I'm good. Ooh, bam. Oh, you're bad. I'm gonna use the doggy filter.
On yourself?
Hell yeah. Look at me.
That's bad.
You're bad. What are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Hell no. What you talking about?